Alright, blood. So, I guess they saying Playboi Carti moving like that dad from the French Prince of Bel-Air. And I ain't talking about Uncle Phil. Yo, God rest his soul. I mean that motherfucker who was said, yo, Will Smith, we going camping. Get the Bass Pro Bass Shop hat ready. Yo, like what, nigga? We going fishing this weekend. But, yo, hey, I'm making jokes about it, but generally, like, that shit kind of affect me, blood. Like, yo, I only had a single mother coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my dad have an okay relationship now, but, like, I remember a point in my life, he was not there, and this nigga used to make promises. Like, I swear to Jesus, we were supposed to go fishing. I remember, like, I was probably, like, 4, 5, maybe 6 years old. I remember this one morning, me and my mom was getting my backpack ready. Like, we had all these goddamn snacks in there, like Slim Jims and shit, and, I was never forget. I wound up going to sleep, and you know, like my dad was supposed to show up at like a certain time, and he wound up texting my mother hours later and was like, "Hey, sorry, blood, probably not gonna happen." And like, yeah, I was devastated. And like I say, I feel for single mothers out there on one hand because I had a single mother. You know, I watched her had to play the role of both the mom and the dad. But then at the same point in time, I'd be thinking to myself, like, yo, this nigga Carti talking about all kind of nonsense in his music. Like, yo, what do you expect? Y'all let me know in the comments what's going on. Also, on a quick side note, so I was in Indianapolis, Indiana. I was at this Target, because that's why I sort of hadn't been uploading the past few days. I was at this Target, and it was, I don't know what the area was, but it was by, like, there was, like, a Chili's there, and an IHOP. There was a TGI's. I think there was like a Burger King I seen. Like I said, if anybody from Indianapolis around that area, let me know. But I was at the Target there, and I seen like this nigga who, I'm not trying to be offensive, but yo, blood was obviously not into women. And yo, I see this sassy motherfucker, and he was talking to this other nigga who kind of looked like he was a street nigga, but they was having some words, and all I heard was this nigga go, "Nah." And like, yo, like this nigga got to work. Like, yo, he drilled this street looking nigga. I was expecting blood to pull a blick or something, but no. Like, yo, the LGBTQ up one. Like, yo, I'm sorry, hey, give me one quick sec, cause like I ain't never seen no shit like it. But if I had to fucking like try to like, cause in my head, but if I had to put it into a visual image, this is what I seen in that goddamn Target parking lot. Alright, blood, yo, like I said, yo, this is what my eyes witnessed. It kind of looks something like this.
Now it's clothes. Now it's clothes. Now it's clothes.
This is for my brother, you Tom Hiddleston look-alike!
You serious, bro?
Oh no, now you're gonna beat me up like a Batman fight only with gay words!
Man, y'all, hey, I'm telling you, hey, I showed that shit to my girl. I was telling the guy, I said, yo, I got a homosexual cousin, yo, blood the type of nigga to sip on a mimosa. My girlfriend like, oh, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Yo, if you see a nigga in his mid-30s, yo, he got his pinky in the air, he's sipping on a mimosa? Y'all let me know what's up. Like, yo, that's the same type of nigga to have his fucking toes out. Like, ain't the motto no toes around the bros? I've really gotten so goddamn sidetracked. Actually, matter of fact, since this video just went straight goddamn left field like usual, there was a motherfucker in here. Where he at? Okay. This nigga said trying too hard to be like academics. Just be yourself. It'll take you further. Decent vid though, for sure. So, yo, I appreciate the compliment, but I also, again, I want to go ahead and say it definitely inspired me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But just because I admit that nigga was an inspiration, that don't mean I'm trying to beat this nigga. Like, you ask my friends, you ask my family, my mother, it don't matter. Like, this is how I always am. So just because you see me acting some kind of way and I remind you of academics and you will interpret that as, oh, well, this nigga trying to fucking imitate. Like, no, my nigga, yo, that's a you shit, bro. I'm just being me. So, like I said, yeah, like, there probably are some similarities to act, bro. But again, like, y'all be like, yo, stop trying to copy act like blood. Like, I'm just being myself. Like, I don't know what else I can say about that. But I don't even fucking take it as a, like, no disrespect, my nigga. Like, act was literally just, like, wow, what was that, #1 on some goddamn podcast list? So, like, when y'all like, yo, you remind me of Act, you basically say, like, hey, bro, we compare you to the best, because that's who you remind me of. The nigga that was #1 on the charts. There was another nigga in here. Oh, this nigga right here, too, hey, Hey, I want to tell Blood, hey, I'm actually about to go see my mom super duper soon, bro. So yeah, don't worry. I read that shit, that Tony Davis 2899. Thank you very much, bro. And yo, let's see. Nigga talking about the tabs. Why do you want to sound like a while another man is brazy? I couldn't even watch more than 2 minutes. You're not DJ Academics, you DJ GPA or something. Yeah, what? Like, I mean, again, the Blood, like, hey, if I remind you of act to the point where you get offended. Oh, wait a second. Oh, this nigga's like in a third world country or something. What? Oh, now y'all know in the comment section. Hey, do this nigga, do he got running water where he live at? Yo, I'm chatting, Blood, but nah, never mind, my nigga. Yo, you worried about me sounding like Academics? Yo, you got bigger fish to fry.
Longtime fans are more than aware that Playboi Carti is an insanely talented musical artist and one of the most exhilarating performers of this generation. However, he also might be the world's worst dad.
Wait, hold on one sec, y'all. Hi, Blood. I am black. My fault. My girl has showed up. Yo, she getting ready to like take a bath or some shit. So you might hear some shit that sound like Niagara Falls in the background. But I'm trying. Hey, let's get back into this.
I love leaking!
Now, if you are actually a longtime Carti fan, then it should come as no surprise that he is essentially the world's worst parent to his 2 kids, Onyx and Eve. This was confirmed and reiterated by Iggy Azalea, who is the mother of Carti's first child, Onyx, with her stating on a podcast recently that she is essentially a single mom. According to Iggy, she is doing hardly any co-parenting, and it's basically just her caring for Onyx 24/7 with little to no help being lended by Carti. This honestly does not at all shock me because Carti clearly does not give a fuck about anyone but himself, hence why he was going to drop an entire album literally named Narcissist. I also feel like Carti having 2 different baby mamas in likely different locations probably makes it a lot more difficult for him to spend time with his kids. Carti's other child, Eve, was born to a different mother than Iggy, who was actually choked out by Carti back in February of
My bad to interject, y'all, but I just see one little problem with that because young boy got like 9 different baby mamas, and I swear that nigga was making time for the kids. So I just kind of feel like if the kids was like a necessity, if they was important enough, it don't matter if this nigga Carti was across the planet on Saturday and he had the visitation for them on Sunday, but he would be there, right? Don't matter if he had to fucking catch one of them fucking 16-hour flights back to America, whatever. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man. I just, like, look, bro. Like, I probably can't even, like, really laugh at this shit and be, like, on that, some funny shit because, like, bro, like, it's not right. And, like, I do have to, like, you know, Iggy, like, you need to take some accountability. Like, yo, don't act like you just fucking married, like, Russell Wilson or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this fucking Playboi Carti, Blood, really tell you all day he think he a vampire.
2023 over a paternity test. Unfortunately for people like Carti, who live a very fast-paced and mobile lifestyle, it's just not realistic for him to co-parent, which is why Iggy ends up doing the large majority of the work. This doesn't excuse Carti from being an absent father, but I think a lot of his absence is just explained by his hectic schedule as an artist, and I'm sure if he could, he would be spending time with the kids. I would also imagine Iggy is probably hesitant to allow Carti too much time around her simply because of how poorly he treated her in the past, and she made it clear during the recent podcast that she didn't want Onyx to be subjected to that type of hostile environment. Regardless, this man is possibly even more of a deadbeat dad than Drake, which is crazy because Drake literally hid his child from the world and had to be forced to acknowledge it. In other news, it seems like we will be getting another new feature from Carti on Latto's new album dropping on August 9th titled Sugar Honey Iced Tea. A few days ago, we got a snippet of this new song called Blick Some, which featured Latto vocals with Carti ad-libs, which was our first hint of this entire situation. To me, this kind of looks like a clip from the music video for this song, which is also why the audio is such high quality, so I would also be expecting the video to drop along with the album. Carti's last feature on Camila Cabello's song I Love It was pretty polarizing, but most people would agree that he was absolutely the best part of that track. I don't really listen to much Lotto, but I have a feeling that's probably going to be the case here again with Blixum, which could potentially drop as a single maybe this week to build hype for the album's release. Along with that, we also got a full, somewhat low-quality recording of the new Future song featuring Playboi Carti that we originally heard being played by Carti through his car. Apparently, this song is called Really I'm Trim and is produced by Metro Boomin, TM88, and ATL Jacob.
Oh, y'all let me know in the comments. That's a hit!
And in my opinion, this is probably going to be released on Future's coming project being called Mixtape Pluto.
I'm fixing a cup all day, I'm sipping off meds. Really on trim. Got a hoe in the bed, see me out with a toke in the bed. Really on trim. Putting him in a Rolls Royce truck and the guts all black. Really on trim. I'm switching my life, catch a bop. Bad next. Really on trim. Party 76 times, I can't relax. Really on trim. It's just about this whole new ass and give it to the set. Really on trim.
Now that we know this is a Future song and not a Carti song, it just makes the most sense for it to be dropped by Future on his upcoming tape, although it's possible it gets repurposed by Carti moving forward. Either way, Really I'm Trim sounds pretty fucking good to me, and I am super hyped to hear the full thing in high quality because we absolutely need more Carti and Future in 2024, considering how fire stuff like Type Shit is.
I feel the betrayal, I'm ready to lay on, I'm ready to spray on, I'm full on your hoe. I'm pushing the spec, got a star in the door. I got one of those, my bitch, she be cold. She feel in my presence, I put in the prison. She rockin' with Getty, she flirtin' with me. She rockin' New Kelly, I put on the jitty. I'm good on the fitty, my cash is steady. I get it geekin' and then be said. These niggas be goofy, they look like the feds. I couldn't fit in, they still one got it. Just look at who got it, I'm going crazy.
And finally, I want to touch on a potential I Am Music cover that leaked a few
Look,
days ago, which was being
That's
called
you!
an official
That's you, nigga!
2023 album artwork. Apparently, this is not true, and the art was made and submitted to Carti's team for consideration to be used as the official cover, but was never made the final selection of anything. The art is heavily inspired by death metal band Cannibal Corpse's debut studio album, Eaten Back to Life, which released in 1990. The reality of concepts like this is that tons and tons of them are made and looked at while artists like Carti are working on a project, but very few are ever seriously does look pretty sick and has a great inspiration. There's no way to know for sure if it was ever actually going to be used for anything, and more than likely was just one of potentially thousands of covers Carti was considering for a 2023 I Am Music release. I will say though that the death metal band inspired cover definitely fits very well with the metal vibes being used on songs like Mojo Jojo and Ketamine, so if 2024 music continues on that path, perhaps we could see this cover art revived. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.
Yeah, so yeah, y'all let me know what we fucking thinking. He went to go play PlayStation with Uzi in Philly. God damn it, I forgot about that. Hey, yo, Iggy was giving birth. Yo, this nigga was talking about running it back in Madden. Y'all let me know in the comments, blood. Like, yo, if this nigga will fly across the world for Lil Uzi so they could play some PS5, my nigga, what? Like, yo, you could definitely fucking, you know, what? Catch a connecting flight to go see your kids, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Carti didn't show up to the birth to play PS5. Of course he ain't parenting. Bro said he a vampire. What do you expect? I literally said that shit earlier. Sounds like she chose that life. Congrats. Yo, facts, I literally fucking like told, like, cause I got a cousin, you know, she getting of age, and I told her, I'm like, yo, like, that's why, like, hey, I know, like, you love listening to, like, Young Boy and, like, 42 Doug and that nigga, what's his name, the nigga who's like, rest peace on Bling Brown, nigga, peace on Blizzy, baby. Like, I know all that shit sound good on the beat, but, yo, you can't let no nigga like that put a kid in you. Like, because, like, then what do you expect? Yo, the nigga talking about killing people all day. He's selling drugs. Yo, he treating bitches like bitches. I'm talking female dogs. Like, yo, I mean, what? Like, you think this nigga was gonna have the baby and just fucking be a reborn again Christian? Like, no, that's crazy. Carti doesn't drop albums, you think he's gonna show up for the next kid? Playboi Carti is not fit to raise the baby. PlayStation with Uzi. They talk about YB being a bad dad when it's Carti, nobody cares. Wait, so I thought YB be taking pictures with his kids and all that shit though. Like, I done seen YB with his kid, Dirk with his kid, ever since Push T exposed Adonis. I done seen him and Drake together a couple of times and they be like hooping and shit. Listen, guys, I'm glad to step in. She's not a bitter mother. Carti never wanted a child, but things happen when you have sex. Not all women believe in abortions, and babies can't make a man stay. Who want to step up and be a dad for her? The old pump and dump. Man, y'all already know in the comments what we fucking thinking, blood. But if you enjoyed the vid, like, sub, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.